Good morning, crafty friends. How is everyone doing? Thank you so much to those of you that came over from watching Crafty Al, and I appreciate her so much for setting up that redirect. So, how has everybody's morning been? We are Wednesday, midweek, day 3 of our Advent Calendar series. I saw I thought this was hilarious. Amy, so you checked the mail and there were 2 packages and none for you? Ugh, that's just wrong. All packages should be for you. Oh goodness, I know I feel the same way when I'm expecting a package and I go and check the mail and there's something there, but it's not for me. And it's kind of disappointing. How is everyone doing today? I got to go back and watch Alicia's or finish watching her replay of her live today. I started to watch it live, but as soon as she was going to open up, I think it was Tailored Expressions first. I don't remember, to be honest. I just remember it was one of the ones I'm opening, and I thought, leave, because I want to be surprised when I open them with you. So if you've been at Crafty Owls, you're not going to be surprised. So no guessing when I ask what you think it is. I don't want you to give it away. Yay! So glad you made it to a live. Good for you. I always forget when people are going live, and YouTube doesn't always, even though I have the bell for notifications, it just doesn't always notify me. So I don't know. That's a YouTube issue. Of course, I understand. He gets well, I get the bills too. I pay all the bills, so I get everything. So I should get all the packages, right? Since I get the bills too. I think. I'll tell my husband you said so. Um, Home on your day off. Hey, Barbara, good. Hot cocoa and blueberry muffin ready. Yay! Muffin sounds great. Probably stop and get one on my way to pick up my granddaughter to take her to work. So, uh, if you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, if you could do that, I'd be so appreciative. I always forget to say that. So I kind of wrote a little note to myself to say that first thing before we got started. Another thing for my giveaways, I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, but my giveaway is US only, unfortunately, just because of the cost of shipping and 18 or older, and you must be a subscriber to my channel. So um, I think I got all that stuff out of the way. I'm a little bit um, half awake, half asleep. I got up at 3 this morning. I don't know. I couldn't sleep anymore. So woke up, got in my craft room, and started working on decorations for my grandson's birthday party. I'm almost done, but I spent the good part of yesterday evening at urgent care with my daughter. So um, she she called me and she says, "Mom, can you meet me at urgent care?" And she had 2 of her kids with her. She had the 2 boys with her. One's 12, he just turned 12, another one's gonna be 3. That's the one that's gonna have the party on Saturday. So I said, "Are you okay?" And she says, "I'm really dizzy and I'm not feeling good." And I said, "Why are you driving?" So she says, "Oh, I'm almost here." I said, "Fine." So I went, bought the boys something to eat. They wanted, you know, Mickey D's, and so I stopped and bought that for them and went and met her there. The boys didn't want to leave, so sat in the waiting room and they had their dinner and we just played and talked. Um, but she's okay. They did a lot of lab work. They wanted to make sure she wasn't anemic, make sure her blood pressure was good, and it was. It was a little high, but um, nothing to be too concerned over. I think it's just stress. She is under a lot of stress at work right now, and I know the feeling. I know what that feels like. That was my last 2 years of work before I retired. So I tell her, Mija, just you gotta try your best to let it go. They're just not worth it. These people are just not worth your health and your aggravation. So, once they did that, they gave her something for the nausea. We left. She was feeling much better. Went home and got some rest, some much needed rest. So she's back at work today. She loves her job. There's just some people, some of the higher ups that aren't very nice, and that's nothing new. because that was the change, the shift when I left, and it wasn't always that way. So hopefully things change for the better soon. But enough of that chit chat. Enough of my 2025 never ending saga, because if it's not one thing, it's another this year. But who's ready to open some advent calendars? Let me switch my camera around. And I know I didn't like specifically say good morning to each and every one of you, but good morning to all of you. And thank you for being here with me. I'm so appreciative. All right, let's try and switch my camera around and see if I don't lose you. And I called my husband and daughter ahead of time because they both interrupted my live yesterday at the same time. And I told them, I'm going live. Do you need anything for the next 2 hours? Don't bother me. And they said, nope, we're good. So, okay, time to switch my camera. Come on, here we go. All righty. So we're going to start again with Spellbinders. All right. Let's open stuff. Yes, Amy, let's open stuff. Okay, where is number 3? Where is number 3? Why am I not seeing it? 1, 2. Oh, 3. There it is. Told you. Waking up at 3 in the morning does not do me any favors. Any guesses? If you know what it is, because you watched Crafty Al or somebody else open, don't spoil it for the others. But I want to see if you guys have any guesses. Well, I kind of tear at those perforated edges. No guesses? Come on, guys, guess, guess, guess. Do we think it's a stamp, a die, some bling? It looks a little small to be an embossing folder. You already know, TJ. Well, thank you for not guessing, since you know. And I'm assuming a lot of you know, because you probably all came over from Crafty Al's. So let's just get to it. Why don't we? I think, because we got a die and a stamp already, I think it might be some embellishments. Like some sequins or something. Let's see. Let's see how right I am. Nope, it's not going to be sequins. Look, there's a little bunny in a magic hat. What is it? It's dies. Woohoo! I love Spellbinders dies, guys. They're so cute. And again, I can use all my little scraps. Let's take a peek. So this is the top hat for the bunny. Here's our bunny. And let's see, what's that? Oh, that's going to be the layers for the hat. And that's the insides of the ears and probably the back of the face. So we layer it behind. That's the magic wand and some stars. So cute. Loving that. Okay, let me put my little baggie back in here. And I'll move these off to the side for now. And we will get to the 12 days of Stitchmas next. And you guys will be proud of me. I separated the correct bags for my other 2 calendars, so I'm not bringing in yesterday's. Oh, got busy with cards this morning. Yes, Bonnie, you gotta catch her replay. She has secret words every day, so make sure you download the printable. I can't show you mine because I already have secret words written down on it, but she has it linked in her description box. And keep track of all her secret words. That'll give you some chances to win some really cool prizes from her. Not quite as fussy as day 1. Yeah, I think it's a little, when they're really tiny, they're a little bit more, well, fussy. Yeah, like you said. All right, day 3. Let's take a peek. I think these are all dies, right? Right? Yeah, because it's Stitchmas. So these all have to be dies. But what was yesterday's? Yesterday was this Merry and Bright. Day before was this ornament. So it looks like it is Christmas themed. So any guesses as to what this one might be? I think you guys are not going to guess today, because I betcha a bunch of you came over from Alicia's channel. and that's okay. And I've been so careful, guys. So this morning, like I said, up at 3 o'clock, I got on YouTube and I saw a bunch of uh, day three thumbnails for videos, and I was like, oh, I better stay off of YouTube until I'm done because I'm gonna inadvertently hit one of those um, YouTube thumbnails and watch something, and okay, we have some guesses: a star, a poinsettia, Christmas tree. Hmm. 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 Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, she doesn't have Stitchmas. You're right. Ah, Christmas tree. Who guessed Christmas tree? Susan. Great guess. All right. Let's open this part up. Oh, this one will be easy to stitch too. Maybe I will do more stitching later on this series. We'll see. So let's take a peek at these. I'm going to put this back in here so I don't lose it because I'm putting them back away in here for the time being. What I did with my Spellbinders ones last year is I have a small binder that I put them all in with a sample of what they look like. Where's my paper? So I'll probably do that again. Oh, and speaking of binders, I did order some more binders so I can have those little Polaroid binders that Alicia has. I bought some more so I can do one for each of the um, advent calendars. Okay, so here's our tree that we would be stitching. And it looks like probably you could stitch just around the edge, but it looks like the embossing lines are so that you can stitch across this way and across that way. So you'll have like a plaid stitching pattern. And then this will be your little decor at the bottom, your star for the top, and then this says Happy Holidays. So that's our Stitchmas. Yes, that's a good sized tree. I agree. It's not too small. I know it's when she has so many, so many. That's why I have to go back and check because while I'll know the stuff that I opened, she has the gummy pan ones. She has Stampin' Up. She has what is that other one? Starts with an M. It's a newer one that she got. So I have to go and see what she got in those. Okay, so I'll put this off to the side over here so I don't mix them up. And then I have my bags all ready, the correct bags ready to go. Not like yesterday. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so tailored expressions. Oh yeah, Marianne Designs. That's I keep thinking I'm gonna go and look for it and order it, but I'm gonna try and be good because I do an awful lot of Christmas spending because I have 4 kids, their partners, spouses, um, 10 grandkids, my mom, my mother-in-law, my sister, my brother, nieces and nephews. It becomes a nice big spend-a-thon for Christmas. Not that we get them like expensive presents, but I like to give them something just to know that I'm thinking about them. And sometimes, well, usually for my nieces and nephews, I'll give them something handmade, personalized to their likes. Same thing with my brother. And then my brother's birthday is also in December, so I get him a birthday present as well. And then for my kids and grandkids, the adults, which are my kids and my in-laws or my sons-in-law and my daughter-in-law, um, I usually get them 1 or 2 gifts. And then for the grandkids, what I try and get them, I saw this somewhere years ago, and I try and get them something they want, something they need, something to wear, and something to read. And then I added to that something uh, artsy, or I think I said crafty. So usually it's 5 for each of them. So you can imagine under my Christmas tree how crazy it gets. Now I have their handmade item. I have their something to wear. because I made that for them. I still have to get there's something to read, and there's something they want and something they need. So I still need to get them 3 each. But hopefully I'll work on that this weekend. Oh, guesses. Did we have guesses? I forgot. I get talking about my grandkids and I lose train of thought. Any guesses? Let's see. Oh, feels a little squishy here at the bottom. I'm thinking it might be a stamp. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Oh, and then I was telling you this year I did a Google form to claim prizes, and I wasn't sure it was going to work, but it worked. Oh, what are they? Spinners and sliders. Ooh, I've never used these. I'm going to have to watch a video on how to do these. So simply die cut a track into your card panel and insert a disc to allow your element to slide. So I guess I'd have to like die cut, for example, something of this shape, kind of, and then behind there put the slider. I'm thinking. I don't know. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 10 sliders in here. Oh, that'll be fun. Oh, so set of 10, 5 spinner discs and 5 slider discs. Ooh, that'll be fun. Okay, I'm going to set that off to the side. And then we're going to go with pink and Maine next, number 3. You know this one too. All right. I won't ask for you guys to guess. I've seen people use those sliders or their spinners, but like I was so busy paying attention to the beauty of the card they were making that I didn't pay attention to the detail of how to make the mechanism work. So I have to go back and watch that. Barbara, you know, I've done that where I'll have something on the TV, something on my computer, something on my iPad, and something else on my phone. Is that too much? Maybe. And then we tell the kids they should stay away from technology. So anyway, let's get to opening this. Let's see if I can. Oh, this feels squishy too, kind of like a stamp. No, should I guess stamp again? You can almost see through the paper. Let's open it up. You know what, guys, before I open it, I'm going to turn the fan on in my room because these lights make me super hot. Hopefully you can't hear it. All right, let's take a peek-see. Oh, die cuts. Oh, and they're like swatches, like ink splatters. That's kind of cool. Let me open this. Let's see. Oh, these are neat. These are good to add to a focal point, and they'll fit on a 3x3, by the way, if we choose to use these today. See, they'll fit. Okay. Oh, I like these. That's kind of neat. So let's see, we get, that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Does it say 18? Does it tell you how many? I count 18. I counted wrong. There should be 19, well, at least on the picture in the back. 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18. One of these has to be doubled up. Even if it's not 18, that's a good amount. I'll count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, let me put them away. Let's get these put away so we can choose what we're going to play with today. not even going to put them in the baggie right now in case that's the choice. Okay, let me do a poll, guys. Let me do a poll. Hi, Alicia. Welcome. When I was watching your live and I said time to close my eyes, or I don't remember what I said, I had to actually leave because I was afraid I would come back too early. So I'm going to go back and watch the replay of your live when we're done here. Enjoy your lunch, my friend. Okay, let me see. Let me do a poll. And I don't have poll lights, but my friends, go ahead and put some poll lights in the chat. Okay, so we're going to do Spellbinders, Stitchmas, or Tailored Expressions, or Pink and Main. Ready, go. There we go. So I'll leave that going for a few minutes, and I'm going to, again, go try and play with music here, see if I can find any. What did I put last year? This one, I think. Okay, friends, give you a couple more seconds to get your votes in, and then we'll see what I'm going to be playing with today. All right, looks like Spellbinders with 48%. So I'm going to be using the little bunny in a magic hat. I'll give me 1 second here. Okay. Let me pull out, move these out of my way. Although I could, there's nothing stopping me from also using, I might use one of the little cut aparts from Pink and Main. We'll see. And let me set aside my Stitchmas dies. Actually, let me put them on my magnet so I don't lose them, because it will happen. I would lose them. And I just have this whiteboard that I put a magnet on. So it just kind of sits in front of me, and I can put my dies up there for now. Okay, so I'm going to use that bunny, and then here's our palette again, friends. And I need to pay better attention to the chat. Lynn is on Craftmas right now. Oh no, I'm missing her. Dancing with your weighted vest. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Okay, let me see. Let me think. I might pull in one of these because I saw one of you mention these go with my color palette. See, look at that pink. I might do that one. Pull a pink or a green. Let me see. Come on. Maybe that one better. Okay, I might use one of those. Then I'll go get my little bucket of scraps or my plastic bin filled with scraps. And I've been doing a lot of paper piecing today or gluing paper together. So I'm working on those Grinch themed decorations for my grandson's birthday. Okay, so I want a black hat with a gold rim. Let's see. And let me pull back my box because I like to look at that picture to make sure I am putting together my goodies the right way. Okay, so, sorry friends, I'm trying to set myself up here so I could see the picture. Okay, and then my magic wand is going to have to be this. I have this that actually has some double-sided tape on it already. And let's see, gold, my bunny. My bunny is going to have some pink ears. And I'm going to have a white bunny. But I think I have some of that like embossed, I think, white paper from the 12 by 12 cardstock shop, I think. I could be wrong. Because I love it so much, I used it a bunch. Oh no, I do have some. So let's see if you could tell. See how it's got texture to it? There you go. Right there. Use that for my bunny. And then that should be it, right? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Let's get to cutting. Oh my goodness, so much fun. Oh, I wanted to show you guys. I did do day number 2. So I'm following the genius of Crafty Al so I can see what my goodies are. And I'm thinking because I had that the binder last year, I like the way this little binder, this little album works better. So I might kind of just tuck behind this, tuck my dies in there. So when I want to use them, I can pull them out and see, or dies or stamps or whatever it is, and see what it is I want to use. Okay, so my hat will be here. I was painting this morning because my daughter wants a sign for her house for Christmas. It says, welcome to our home. But it's going to be with a Grinch's face on there. Like she's decorating Grinch. It's a whole thing in her house right now. A whole thing. What was this? Oh, this is going to be the brim of the hat and the inside of the ears. So is this piece big enough? It is. Okay. See, I try and make good use of all my scraps. I try. Bunny ears should fit in here. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe. Yeah. And then this going to use this piece that has sticky on it already. And I could put double-sided tape on the rest of my paper, but I'm not going to. Why would I do anything to make my life easier? Okay, what am I missing? That's, oh no, that's the bunny ears. What's this one? Oh, that's the tops of the top and bottom of the wand. This is the bunny ears. Okay. And I'll run this through my mini Empress, which I have off to the side. Let's see. Because I have glitter paper in there, I'm going to run it through twice. Let me look at there. Oh, thank you for being here, Stephanie. Have a great day. Oh, you have Grinch, TJ? Yeah. My daughter just wanted to do Grinch this year for decorating her house. So I said, okay. And then my grandson wanted to do Grinch as the theme for his birthday party. It's like, oh, okay. So we're going to have decorations do double duty. Where's my pokey tool? I thought I put I did. Put all my things away yesterday. I try and put things away. I try. Okay, here's the gold for the brim of the hat. What else am I missing? Let me think. These up here. That one I cut. What was that? Oh, I need the black here for the inside or the ends of the blah, 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 what's it called? The wand. No, this, the ends of the wand. Okay, and then that I think is supposed to be behind the bunny's face. So I'm not gonna use the die. I'm just gonna cut a piece of paper and put it behind the bunny's face. Oh yes, friends, please remember to hit that thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Oh, you made glitter Grinch ornaments. Nice. I made a bunch of ornaments for her tree. I'm working on a sign for her house. I've made Christmas decor. Birthday party decor for my grandson's party. I've made stuff. And then stars. What color should I do my stars? I think I'm going to do them in that gold as well. Gold glitter. Yeah, so I've done a bunch of stuff. I'll show you one of the Christmas decors right now. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I liked it too. My Christmas decorations don't typically change from year to year. I kind of keep them the same for many, many years. So the ones I'm using or I've used for the last, I want to say probably, let me think. You know how we all use COVID as a marker? So it was before COVID that I started using them. So at least 6 or 7 years are kind of a rustic look. They're red and kind of tan colors. So those are the ones I've been using. I might change them next year. I don't know. The only reason I put up a tree is for my grandbabies because they, of course, say, Grandma, you have to decorate. Oh, I was going to show you one of the Grinchmas. Oh, let me see. So I'm doing lots of paper piecing. I still have to put together the Grinches. I'm almost done with one. I've done a lot, but I'm almost done with this next one. Let me show you. So see, he's missing his eyes and his teeth, so I still have to do that. And then here's Max, and then some candy canes. So just all the different things, so that he'll be excited that everything's decorated for him. And then my daughter will keep them to use around the house to decorate. Okay. That's why we reach it. Yes. Oh, let me show you. Hold on. I'm gonna switch my camera. Okay, guys, hold on a second. Doo, 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 doo. See my shirt? It says retired under new management. See grandkids for details. My husband saw that and he was like, "Really?" And I said, "Yes, really. They are my priority." Okay, back to what I was making. La 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 la. Whoop, wrong camera. Come on. There we go. Let me zoom in a little bit too. I zoom out because I want to see the full boxes, but oh, thanks. Yeah, I like my shirt. You guys are so fun. Like if I could be on live and have somebody reading the comments to me so I didn't miss anything, you know what would be genius? Oh, this would be genius. If someone like StreamYard or whatever different service found a way so that as comments came up, you could hear them audibly in if you had like earphones on. And that way you don't miss them. That would be smart. Oh, thank you. Oh, Laura, I can't wait till you can wear that shirt. Retirement's been the best thing. I love that I have just the whole day. I was thinking about it this morning because, like I said, 3 o'clock. And I came in my craft room probably around 4 o'clock. And so I'm so blessed. I'm so lucky. First of all, to have a room to call my own just for my crafting. Oh, I thought I had some narrow tape here. But to have a husband who's so supportive, to have the time to do this, I'm very lucky, and I know it, and I'm very thankful for everything in my life, all the fun. I even try and be thankful for the challenging things because the challenging things remind me to be grateful for the not so challenging things in my life. Okay, I used some score tape on that because this is like a matte foil matte metallic cardstock. So liquid glue sometimes I struggle with getting it there. Okay, so bunny ears, bunny ears. Let's get bunny ears. Liquid glue. You know what? The time will go quickly, Barbara. It that's what I tell my husband because his plan is to retire next year. And he thinks it's so far away, and I tell him, "Baby, it's not that far away. The time will go by so quickly that you won't even realize that it's flown by so quickly." Like I know my last 2 years, like I said, where I worked were not fun years, and I thought they were just going to take forever because I was not enjoying going to work. But the time just flew by. It just went. Been retired for 8 years, and we hate to have to have two conjoined rooms and whatever God has reached this. Oh, so lucky. Yes. I would never want to go back to work. From time to time, I tell my husband, should I go get a part-time job so we can, because he worries if we're going to survive on my pension and his social security. And I'm like, we'll be fine. But I'll tease him and I'll say, should I go get a job? And he looks at me funny and it's like, nah, why would I want to do that? That would be silly. Okay. So I think I can just attach like a scrap of black behind there for the eyes, right? And then a scrap of pink for the nose. Let's see if I cut it too small. I'll put the pink on first. Pink, pink, pink. But yeah, and my mom used to tell me all the time, because she worked for the same district that I worked for many years. And when she retired so that she could take care of my youngest when I went to work outside the home, which was working for the school district. So she retired and stayed home with my youngest, and she didn't want her in daycare because I said, "Mom, I'm just going to put her in daycare," and she says, "Oh no, you're not. That's my baby. I will take care of her." So I said, "Okay, I'm not going to argue with my mother because that could lead to negative stuff because my mom does not take no for an answer. God love her. I wonder where I get it from." Okay, so then let me think. Oh, I'm going to add these to my wand here. I just have to figure out because the wand is a little bit narrower on one end than the other. So this one's a little wider. Oh darn it, I didn't. Let me see if I have the patience to put a tiny bit of double-sided adhesive on here. Comments. Oh, I wish I had been offered early retirement. Um, Here in California, if you work for a school district, you can retire at age 50 if you have 15 years of service credit and there's one other criteria. And I met both criteria. The only thing that held me back, and I had to wait till I was 55, was the insurance. So in order to have medical insurance till age 65, I needed to wait to be 55. And that was something offered through the school district. It was a benefit that has been offered for years on end. And so I thought, well, I'm not going to give up my insurance and I don't want to pay for it. So I waited till I was 55. If it hadn't been for that, I would have gone at 50. It would have been a smaller pension and, I could have made do. Let's see. Does that work? Yeah, that worked. Okay. Have you guys started your Christmas shopping yet? Have you finished your Christmas shopping? I used to be the kind of person that would have all my Christmas shopping done before Thanksgiving. This is when I worked. And I've said it a million times. I am busier now that I'm retired than when I was working. So I am not done Christmas shopping at all. I think I want to give that bunny some rosy cheeks. Let me get, but it's kind of tiny. Do I have a small blending brush? I thought I did somewhere. But my 2-year-old granddaughter grabs my blending brushes to play with. She tells me, "I color, Grandma, I color." And she does. All over my drawers. Well, let me just let me see. Here's a watercolor marker. Maybe that'll work. Let me test it. Oh, that'll work. Just where these little dots are, I'm going to give the bunny some rosy cheeks. There we go. Didn't need a blending brush after all. Okay, Then I think, do I want to add that green one or the blue one or the pink one? First, I should add this bunny. Oh, I forgot I'm zoomed in. My hands look ginormous for a second there. Okay. Glue, glue, glue. I need to learn to not put too much glue. Okay. So I could put this on here. That looks cute. Or I could put both. Who wants to do a poll? You guys are going to help me decide. The pink splatter, the green splatter, or both splatters? All right, let me go do a poll. Let me go do a poll. And we're going to add a poll. We're going to do pink, green, or both. And I've started the poll, and I'm going to play some music while I get a drink of water, and you guys can vote and let me know. Okay, crafty friends, give you one more second, conga. I try and find Latin music when I can. It just brings me uh, back to the fun times as a kid. You may or may not know, I am Mexican American, so I do speak Spanish. I do love um, all kinds of music, but Latin music just, I don't know, it puts me in the groove. Ole, and if you add an A to the end, that's my last name. Ole. That's how I tell people to remember to say the last name, because a lot of times I would get Oli because they would think it was an Irish name that they'd put apostrophe after the O, and it's like, no, it's like when you're saying Ole, so it's Ole. So that's my last name. All right, so let me end the poll. Let me get over there, and 41%, my friends. Both. You guys want me to use both? Okay, I can do that. I can do that. In fact, I wonder if this other green one, the small, the swirly. No, this one. Okay, stick with what I had, because that's what you voted on. So I could do the, let's see, if I use both, and then I put my pink bunny, I think I'll put the pink one behind, and then this one there. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Sorry, I'm checking. Looked like my stream had frozen, but no, it's just mine is delayed on my end. Friends, I have 37 likes right now, guys. 37. There's 43 of you watching. Can we get up to 40, you think? You think? Let's try. ¿Vives en Honduras? Ay, qué lindo. So, vivo en Honduras means I live in Honduras. In English, you say Honduras. It's Honduras. So, oh, how nice. I visited, did we go to Honduras when we went on our cruise? I think we did. I don't remember now. We went a lot of places on our cruise, a lot of beautiful places. Okay, then let me get my green splatter on there. No. How did I want it? I don't want to cover up all the pink. I had it the right way. I see. Okay. Okay. No, I don't remember. Ay, ¿a dónde fuimos? We went on a cruise through the Panama Canal. We started in Florida, and then we went to Aruba. I know we went to Costa Rica. We went to I'm pretty sure we went to Honduras. Went to Huatulco in Mexico, and I don't remember. We went to about 7 different countries, which was lots of fun. Oh, I need a sentiment too, huh? Let's see what's in this, if I can use this again. Cheers. Let's see the ones I made yesterday, in fact. Grab those. Oh, I think I have one that I can use. If I can grab it out of my tray. This one says believe. What do you think? Because it's magic. You got to believe in magic, right? That would be a perfect sentiment. Okay, and then our little wand. And I think I might put the stars. Should I put them here or on the hat? Let me see. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Oh, I almost think I should have done the wand in the gold. Hmm. Panama Canal was beautiful, by the way. That was my husband's gift to me for my 50th birthday and for our anniversary that year. So, right? I like when I do critters to use that textured cardstock. It like gives it a little bit of extra. Should I change the wand to the gold? Let me cut one. Oh, gold glitter. Where are you? That's not it. I gotta go dig through here again, which is not a big deal. I can dig. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab my wand, cut that with the gold, see how it looks, and then we'll decide. We will decide. And I got to tell you, when I told my husband and my daughter, okay, 2 hours, don't bother me. My daughter was like, Mom, that's a long time to be live. What do you talk about? And I said, nothing. You don't need to watch. Okay, let's see if I cut out glitter cardstock. So sometimes, oh, perfect. Oh, I think the gold one is gonna be it. Let's see. So if we did gold, oh yeah. The good thing is I used this double-sided adhesive and not the liquid glue here, so I can take this black piece off, add it over here, right? Put it too low. I get very quiet when I'm focusing, you guys. Stop talking because I'm trying to focus. Yes, um, time does fly when you're on a live stream. I think because we're having fun. Like, I enjoy crafting with my friends. Like, you guys give me really good ideas. When I'm stuck, especially, it's like, oh, what do I do here? And right away in the chat, you guys give wonderful suggestions. Like, I am just so lucky. Oh, yeah, the gold wand. Needed to be the gold one. Whoops. Put it down. Right? All the gold. Okay. So let me put, should I pop the bunny up? No, I'm not going to pop the bunny up today. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Where we can finish with this and get to giveaway time. Wait, is this the right way? Yeah. Because I tend to put my cards on or my panels on upside down a lot of the time. Lots of time. Okay, please move those out of the way. Okay. Now, I've got to get this wand on there. Thank goodness for these reverse tweezers. They really are a third hand. Okay. And down we go. And we'll put a couple stars here and one on the brim of the hat. Right? Yeah, I think that looks good. Whoa. Throwing things around. Throwing things around. Oh, look at that. I finished. I finished. And it only took me, I don't know. What time did I start? Maybe a half hour ago? That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Alrighty, friends. Check it out. Look. So cute. So cute. Okie dokie. So this will be the prize you win today. This little card. And where is it? I thought I grabbed it. I did grab it. Haha. It's under my paper. This stamp set. So I have this older stamp set from Newton's Nook Design. It is holiday stockings. You could tell I use this sentiment a lot, but I didn't really use stockings. I don't know. You guys ever do that? You grab a stamp set and you just use one of the stamps out of the whole set? Oh, uh-oh, who has a headache? I hope it wasn't a migraine. Those are the worst. And they're not even, I try and tell people because when I was, I don't know, I have had migraines since I was 9 or 10. And in junior high, I remember one teacher when I was absent, was it junior high or high school? Um, and I went back after being absent for a few days. And she asked, "Why were you absent?" And I said, "I had a migraine." And she said, "A what?" And I said, "I had a migraine headache." And she said, "I can't believe you missed school for a silly headache." If only a migraine was a silly headache, I would do anything to just have a silly headache because migraines are so debilitating. They just knock you out. So if that was a migraine, my friend, hopefully it's completely gone. You don't have the after effects. Oh, not a migraine. Okay, weather related. Well, I'm glad it's gone. Yeah, migraines are no fun. Okay, friends. So, oh, I did not open my giveaway tool. You would think I would be ready. You would think. Where is it? I know I had it. I had it ready to go. Sorry, guys. Thanks for your patience. There it is. Okay. So for today, if you would like to win today's card and the little stamp set, you're going to put in hashtag bunny. Okay, so let me show you on screen. Okay, friends, put in hashtag bunny. I'll give you a minute or two to do that, and then we'll pull somebody's name to win today's fun goodies. Alrighty, friends. Got those comments in there? Let's do a quick like check. I want to see. Oh, I thought I stopped the music. Hold on. There we go. Let me see where we are. Yay! We got to 41, and there's 41 watching. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Way to go, friends. Alrighty, friends. Are we ready? Are we ready? Give you a couple more seconds. That was good dancing music. Good chair dancing music. Good job on the likes, my friends. Thank you, Alicia. Alrighty, ready, set, drum roll, please. Here we go. Oh, good luck, friends. Good luck. Yay! Congratulations, Laura. Now be sure to fill out the Google form in the description box. That way I can get your information so I can mail out your goodies. And again, reminder, I will be mailing them out in January. And the Google form will give me all the information I need to get that mailed to you. Okay. So, oh, it's been fun. Oh, I kept it to an hour today. Oh, look at me. Let me stop sharing my screen for a second and let me get back to my face. You want to get back to my face for a second? I didn't do that yesterday. If I could find how to switch. Like switching cameras for me is not always easy. Okay, friends. So how did you like that die set? Wasn't that cute? Oh, it's so cute. I like it. So now what I'm going to have to do, because this card, I'm giving it away to Laura, our winner, but I'm going to make another little project to put in my little binder. Thank you, Alicia, for inspiring me to do this. This will be a great way to keep all my samples and my dies, because I will be able to put them in here. I'll just put them in a little. In fact, what I'll probably do is, because I'm always trying to find uses for my paper, is make little envelopes to stick behind the cardstock there, so I can store it in there, right? And that way it'll be easy to pull out. All right, friends. So I will be back tomorrow. I've got to get back to making Grinch stuff. Parties in a couple days. And I know I wanted to tell you all something else. What was it? What was it? Oh my goodness. I forget so easily. You know, it's what happens. And when I forget things, my mom would tell me, well, it wasn't important. If you forgot, it was not important. No big deal. So it must not have been important. But thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific. I will catch Crafty out live for the first bit, and then I'll have to leave so I don't see all the goodies that she opens that I haven't seen yet. But thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.